Hey, I'm Nick Oresco, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock on this Thursday afternoon. Top stories in just a moment. Let's first check in with 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Look at traffic and weather. Brian, hey.
Hey. Just before this newscast started, we got an email from Harold's.
Okay.
And now all I can think about is ice cream. This is a day for ice cream, right?
It's relatively warm out.
Yeah, apparently they have a new ice cream called Honey Cake.
Okay.
At Harold's.
That sounds pretty good.
Anyway, let's take a look, shall we? And as you get ready to scoop your ice cream, maybe as a little late afternoon treat, well, let's treat you to no traffic problems. Look at that. I-91 from Springfield to Northampton, looking good. Mass Pike, east of the Connecticut River. You're okay. You're also fine heading west from the Connecticut River into the Berkshires. Temperatures right now are in the upper 70s to low 80s. 82 now, Springfield, 81 in Greenfield, 80 in Westfield, 79 Orange and Northampton, and we're in the mid 70s right now in Pittsfield and Northampton. Clouds and radar showing dry weather over us. There are showers to our west. These don't arrive until mid to even late evening. I'm expecting they won't get in here until well after 8 o'clock tonight. But there also could be some showers here over the weekend. We'll talk about our chances with the 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
We have an update on Wednesday's lockdown at UMass Lowell. According to police, they have identified a juvenile who is allegedly responsible for carrying a gun on campus, prompting the shelter in place. Police recovered the firearm, which turned out to be an airsoft replica weapon. The university alerted the campus community about a potential gunman on campus around 2:30 yesterday afternoon. Local, state, and federal law enforcement rushed to campus, but no gunman was found. Classes resumed this morning. Police have not identified the suspect or whether any criminal charges will be filed. States across the country are taking vaccine protocols into their own hands as faith in federal recommendations is waning. Massachusetts is creating its own regulations. The governor is now giving a standing order to pharmacists statewide, permitting them to give the new fall COVID shot to anyone eligible, as long as they're 5 years and older. The CDC announced the new booster was only approved for people 65 and older, and for those with pre-existing conditions. Governor Maura Healey said in a statement, quote, "Here in Massachusetts, we have the best health care in the world, and we invest in public health. We're going to make sure that people get the vaccines they need, no matter what the Trump administration does." Roads have reopened in Holyoke after a two-car crash this morning. According to Holyoke Fire Captain David Rex, a car and a school van crashed at the intersection of Lyman and Main Street. The car ended up on its side and 2 people were trapped. Crews were able to remove both people from the vehicle in less than 20 minutes. 4 people suffered only minor injuries and were taken to the hospital for evaluation. 1 child was in the school van. They were not hurt, but they were also taken to the hospital out of precaution. Holyoke police are investigating. A Springfield man was arrested after an armed carjacking in Springfield Wednesday, but another suspect is still on the loose. According to police, officers were sent to the intersection of Bay and Cambridge Streets Wednesday around 4 o'clock in the afternoon for a reported carjacking. They were told that a victim had their car stolen at gunpoint by 2 suspects. Officers found the stolen vehicle on Tapley Street an hour later, and when they attempted to stop it, the driver, 23-year-old Christian Soto Pai of Springfield, sped away and refused to stop. Soto was arrested in the woods near Oakwood Terrace, where the stolen car was found. He faces gun and vehicle theft charges. Brian Lapis back with us now. Dry right now for this part of the evening, but we do have some showers on the way.
Yeah, most of the action is going to be overnight tonight, which actually is good because it'll be raining when the sun is not out, so we'll get minimal evaporation and we'll get that rain to soak in, but it's not going to be a lot of rain. Anyway, I digress. Let's take a look. Clouds and radar 3:45. Concert in the park tonight at Forest Park. The Franklin County Fair is getting underway as well this afternoon, even as we speak. It is open. So a lot happening here tonight. And as you can see, there is rain off to the west. Let's take a look at it with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast. I expect that we will be dry through 8 o'clock tonight. And then after 8, the chance for some showers. And then midnight tonight, the main event comes through. And there's not going to be a ton of rain, but plan on it. Showers overnight. And then as we get towards sunrise here tomorrow, we're drying out. And most, if not all, of the day tomorrow is going to be dry. Some patchy fog here between 7 and 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Sunshine at noontime and a partly to mostly sunny sky in the afternoon. Still the slight chance for a shower, but generally speaking, tomorrow is a dry day. I wish I could say the same for Saturday. We do have some showers that will show you, even the chance for some thunder and lightning on Saturday. We'll get you those details on 22 News starting at 5.
The Powerball jackpot has jumped again to an eye-popping $1.7 billion after yet another drawing passed without a big winner Wednesday night. $2 million winners were drawn in multiple states, including Michigan, Oregon, Texas, and Wyoming. $1 million winners were drawn in a number of states as well. Since May 31st, there have been 41 straight drawings without a big winner. The next drawing will be Saturday night, with the prize expected to be the third largest in U.S. lottery history. Some good news for home buyers as mortgage rates continue to trend down. Freddie Mac said today that the average rate for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage fell slightly to 6.50% last week. The current average is still well above the average from a year ago when it stood at 6.3%. However, today's report is also good news for those looking to refinance. In fact, Freddie Mac reports that 47% of mortgage applications were for refinancing options, the highest since October. Tonight on 22 News, starting at 5 o'clock, we'll take a look at Governor Maura Healey's $163 million proposal to give a stronger budget for sheriff officers across the Commonwealth. Plus, Hamden DA Anthony Gallooni has announced the creation of a new mentoring program for youth in the area. And a local nonprofit held a basketball development and technology clinic for local athletes at the Basketball Hall of Fame this morning. How it's helping students sharpen their skills off the court. Brian.
Traffic is moving pretty nicely here as we start the evening commute. Up and down I-91, no problems, only minor delays at the I-91-291 intersection. And you can see here on the Pike, it's all green. We're good to go. There is rain in our future, which includes some rain for the weekend. We'll update timing and impacts on 22 News starting at 5.
And meantime, updates anytime at wwlp.com, the free 22 News app, and 22 News Plus, always available on Apple TV, Fire TV, and Roku. We'll see you tonight, starting at 5.